Hello and welcome to Versus Challenge number 21. Because we can drink
He's
now.
going here.
21, we can drink. So
Going for it.
yeah, I went for it. So Versus Challenge number 21 from the Terrible Gamers Podcast, the only retro video game podcast. Brandwood, Fairmeadow, Northwest Indiana, all Chicagoland area. We normally don't do that intro on the Versus Challenge, but I did today because we're 21 and we are now legal to do whatever the fuck we want. So here we are. Well, not everything.
He's just going for it.
I mean, we're
No,
21,
filter's off over there.
You know,
Filter is off.
they gave me the mic control and I haven't learned yet. So, anyway,
They is him, by the way.
and you.
I didn't give you anything. This is your show.
All right, so versus challenge number 21. Today is.
Yeah, I think it makes it old enough to drink.
You know what? Let's fight.
You know what? That's two sides of the same coin. That's what that was. The stupid way and then the nice professional way.
Yeah. So why don't we box this out a little?
Let's do that.
Yeah, right?
Because well, why would we be boxing it out? What's so special?
Today,
What just
I'm
happened?
sorry, on Friday night, this past Friday,
3 days ago?
Saturday, yes, 3 days ago. Sorry, it's been a long night. I've been drinking, right? I really went for it there. So 3 nights ago, we had the big boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. I almost said Logan Paul. Logan Paul is the one that is in WWE.
We haven't seen the match yet. We've been watching the pre-matches.
I've been staying off social media too. I had a busy weekend, so I've been off social media. I haven't really been looking, so I actually have no idea who won.
Yeah.
So we are watching. We are just in the beginning of the Mario Azteca Barrios fight. So he's literally walking out right now.
We're pretty sure this is like Netflix figuring out how to do a live show.
Yeah, because we got WWE starting here very soon on Netflix.
And then they got to get ready for that.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm excited about that. I don't know why I have Peacock as well too, so I can watch all the WWE stuff on there too. But whatever. So they said they're going to be more
controversial.
Yes,
maybe?
yes. So
that's
what I'm
being
excited.
off.
Like,
right.
We going back to we going ECW style or what? Like ECW. So it's already starting to get towards Attitude Era.
Yeah,
it's been good. It has been good. So we're not here to talk about WWE. We are here. We're boxing.
Well, what are we arguing?
Well, we are here to talk about boxing because today we are arguing Punch-Out, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, versus Super Punch-Out on the Super Nintendo.
Right.
Now the biggest difference, obviously, is the graphical comparison between the Super Nintendo and Nintendo.
He's just gonna argue it all before we start. That's what's gonna
happen. I mean that's gonna be the biggest thing. So, but anyway, so we are going to do a double flip today. Are we gonna do a double spin?
I could spin it. I was just doing that because you were talking.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we're gonna.
Are you annoyed?
Oh no, not at all.
Bored.
I always fidget. We're gonna do a double flip because we don't
really care.
We're not coming in knowing.
Oh, we're coming on.
Which one we want to argue for.
That's fair. So, that's fair.
I'm gonna flip it. Kevin's gonna call it. If he wins, he gets to pick Mike Tyson's Punch Out or Super Punch Out.
Oh yeah.
Or he can pick to go first or second, and then I get this other.
The second
choice.
flip, it decides.
Well, no, double flip, so double blind.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll call it in the air.
3, 2, 1.
Tails. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. It is.
Okay. And then we gotta flip again to see if you're going first or second.
Yep.
I feel like that's the part that doesn't make sense. You only flip once in football when they figure all 4 things out. 3, 2, 1.
Tails. Never fails.
Fucking shit.
I'll go second.
Why? Why is it just weighted more?
Because it just hates you and Tails never fails.
Well,
I still want somebody. I still want one of our listeners, one of our fans, one of our viewers, or whatever you are. We love you. Thank you so much for paying attention.
I need to stop doing the flip.
Or maybe that's what it is. Go back and see how many times I've won a flip. I want somebody to figure that out. How many times have I actually won a flip? Because I usually, more than not, say Tails never fails. So, let me get the timer going, as you know, because this is the 21st iteration of the Versus Challenge.
You guys already know.
You know the deal, but in case this is your first time, thank you all for watching. 2 minutes on the clock. We debate on which one's better and why mine's better and why Tails never fails. And then we go right into a little back and forth, and we end the episode. So nice little short one for you guys. So I already got it up on the screen. So whenever you are ready, my friend.
I'm going first, and I'm arguing Super Punch-Out.
Super Punch-Out.
Okay.
On the screen is the arcade version of Punch-Out. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and go.
Okay, so Super Punch-Out, the graphics definitely improved. We got better, looked better, more color, more animation in the crowd, which made it more fun and exciting.
It did.
All new characters. You're not Little Joe. It's more anatomically looking correct.
Little Mac.
That's what I said. So you're not looking like you're at their crotch, because that was honestly an odd, animation for that game. The pace is a little bit faster, a little bit quicker, left and right. Less lag, I guess. And it's not that it was laggy. It's just that's how it was designed. When you're dodging punches and Punch-Out. I feel like part of what I'm arguing is just because of the progression from Nintendo to Super Nintendo, because the game got quicker as a result of that change in and of itself.
For
so
sure.
Your punches go quicker, a little bit more control over the body. But they also expanded kind of what you could do. There was the super punch bar at the bottom.
Special bar, yeah.
To throw a super punch. You also had a duck punch. Which when you backed up, you could duck punch, and they kind of just gave you more stuff to mess with. I don't remember if the setting changed ever. I know it did change in Punch-Out. When you fight the Spanish guy, you're at a different thing. So sorry, I don't remember. I've also never gotten
far enough too.
Yeah, I've also never gotten far enough to see a different
minor major circuit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's also just I don't want to say they're more memorable characters.
15 seconds.
But I would say they're definitely more shocking. We played the there's the giant bear hugger. That guy's fucking weird. You remember that guy. And not so much. All the Super Punch-Out guys were different, but I feel like the Super Punch-Out really went for it. Went big, just to kind of get a reaction, and it worked out for him.
Absolutely. It was a great game. It was a good game. Bear Hugger's on the screen right now.
Whew.
It's a...
the Canadian champion.
It's not as... this is the arcade version. Graphically, I like the Super Nintendo version better.
I 100% agree with you.
So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start the clock for my 2 minutes. I'm going to be arguing for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So, go. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, just a classic. Just absolute classic. When you think of, any type of boxing game for retro, your first thought is Punch-Out. It might not be Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but it's Punch-Out in general, right? Which is the whole series. I get that. But more times than not, people are thinking about the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out version, right? That was the one for the home consoles that really started it all. That was the first home console one that came out as far as the Punch-Out thing goes. It's just a classic. Yes, there are patterns, for them. There are ticks. There are little giveaways of what the moves are going to be. Little tells. Yes, thank you. But I think at the end of the day, you got to actually look at okay, what are the tells? And it's not it's the tell, so now I have time to react. Sometimes you have very little time to react, so your reactions have to be big to actually, get the fight. The other thing is it increases. You can't pick what difficulty you want, which you can't do on Super Punch-Out either. You can't pick the difficulty, and it just gets harder and harder each time that you go on and move on and beat the opponent, right? I think the characters are more memorable for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out than they are for the Super Punch-Out, just because
the opposite of what I just said.
That's the point of this, right? This is a versus challenge.
Sorry,
so.
I'm taking your time.
Yeah, no, you're good. I got 28 seconds left. But no, I think when you think of the characters of Punch-Out, all the lead up for the Tyson-Paul was Glass Joe versus Mike Tyson, right? And flat out straight in the picture are the two from the original Nintendo, right? It's not the Super Punch-Out version, right?
All right.
It is Mike Tyson, the Nintendo retro version, and Glass Joe, Jake Paul, right? That's it. There's my argument. End of time. So,
I mean, that is the whole reason we're doing this versus challenge. So that's a good point to make. There's not a lot. There's not a lot to go. There's not a lot to go back and forth on this one. They're both fun games. They're both great to play.
They're great. They're great.
I could easily see dumping quarters in either one of them in an arcade.
Yeah, and I think we definitely need to look like next week to see if there's another good boxing game that's out there. There's got to be something on the Genesis. I'm sure we'll find it. We're gonna find it. So
something comparable.
Yeah, definitely. So check out next week as well too to make sure that you.
I'm pretty sure there was other boxers. There's not just Mike Tyson.
Well, who's the guy that knocked out Mike Tyson? Wasn't there a guy that knocked him out?
Douglas. Buster Douglas.
Yeah, Buster Douglas.
But he lost to somebody else too in his last fight. I can't remember that guy's name.
I can't see him having a game, right?
Douglas?
Yeah.
No.
Evander Holyfield?
Probably. Holyfield's probably got a game. Right? Or Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray.
George Foreman.
Muhammad Ali. This video games might be too late for him, but...
Yeah, but I could see somebody trying to make a game.
Could be, yeah.
Of him.
I wonder if there is. If we have time, we'll check. It all obviously depends on how much time we have.
Well, because if we try playing those games, we ain't gonna be playing for half an hour.
Hell no. Well, I mean, I might.
You'll make it farther. You'll make it farther than I will for sure.
Punch-Out, I'll probably do pretty well on the original one. I don't know about the newer one. So, but yeah, we'll definitely check it out. As you should check it out as well too.
Oh yeah.
Check us out on all of our social media platforms. Yes.
Drop a comment in the video.
Yeah.
And let us know if there's something we should be checking out.
Yeah. What did you like about the Tyson-Paul fight as well too? Drop that in there. Let's just get some chatter going. We don't care. We don't care what it's about. We would like it to be about video games, but hey, Mike Tyson did have a video game, so let's talk about it, right? So
yeah.
But yeah, definitely tune in next week when we go into the full deep dive of Super Punch-Out, and any other boxing game that we can find in our 1 hour quick episodes, right? Not quick episodes, but 1 hour full episodes. But yeah, check us out on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook,
Podbean, Spreaker, Apple Music, Amazon Music,
all those things.
Wherever you listen to something, we're there.
Yeah.
Just talking, just push play, guys.
Yep, and then we can
We're
watch
stuck
the video
in that little
side.
box. Just
absolutely
push play and let us out.
Check out the video side with the YouTube. Check out Reaper Apparel Company. Check out our T Public. Check out W Energy Drink. And as always, guys,
you keep on playing.